The post-Tom Brady era starts now. It's the Bucs and Vikings underway to begin 2023. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Godwin, the motion man. First down, here's White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Palmer going in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. White, he'll try the left side. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. White running to the left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's White. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Buccaneers nothing.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt until about the 23.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White. 57 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And some strong running. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins. That is his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down and 6. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Godwin, the motion man. Opting to run again here with White. And some room to work. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's second and 10. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Vikings 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cousins. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Godwin, the motion man. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Vikings 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Justin Jefferson. He's got the first down and potentially a lot more. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 78 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They stay on the ground with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Powell. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Levante David.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Palmer going in motion right. They'll try the right side here with White. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 246 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is White, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 6. They run straight ahead here with White. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going right side is White, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Cousins to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They run forward with Hunt. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000s. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Addison hauls it in. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing is Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the red zone now, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins again. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. There's Hutchinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Lewis Seed. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Finding Hunt. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Mayfield on play action. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield going for it all. And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This is first and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of